Hello, today we're going to move into Inferno Hot Pilates. If you don't know me, my name is Christen, and this is my Mandala, Montana home studio here in Florence. And so these are levels and sets by Gabriella Walters. So if you can, try to warm up an area in your house just to help your muscles as you go through that if you don't have access to a hot room. And let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to come lying down on our mat. So the very first thing we do in these classes is get grounded. So lie down flat on your mat. Take up some space. Feel your body fully on the floor. And then we're just going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth for a few rounds. So allowing yourself to exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Letting it all go. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. All right, so allow yourself to open your eyes if you need to, coming back into your body and onto your mat and getting ready for practice. So now please bring your ankles underneath your knees. So as you bend your knees, make sure the ankles just come underneath your knees, no further towards your butt. Good, exactly. Feet are parallel to the sides of the mat. So here we're coming into some rounds of spinal articulation. So as you come into spinal articulation, it's not a yoga bridge, so make sure that you engage your glutes up and your belly in. So as you inhale, come on up to about a halfway bridge, really engaging your core, really squeezing your butt too high. Right there, and then exhale, lower back down. So think about if you're used to yoga, you're only coming about halfway in Pilates. Inhale, rise up, engage your core, engage your glutes. Stay there, hold, exhale. One by one, let the spinal vertebra come to the floor. Inhale, good, really nice. Lifting up, press into the floor, engage your glutes, hold at the top. And then as you exhale, slowly release to the floor. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift it on up. Really nice. Hold at the top, squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs in, hold, and then exhale, lower on down. Beautiful with the breathing. So now bring your knees into your chest. Hug them for a moment. If you would like to draw your nose to your knees, really nice. And feet back to floor in the same position, head to the floor. And then now we're going to come to rolling the marble. So make a nice triangle with your index fingers and your thumbs right on top of your pelvis. Good, really, really nice. So now these are very small movements. So as we come into the anterior and posterior tilt of the pelvis, think about tuck, curl, and slightly barely lift off the floor. And then gently allow yourself to bring the tailbone to the floor and arch the back. So just so much you lift the hips on your inhale to bring the marble to your thumbs, and then bring the lower back to the floor. Allow yourself to tilt your pelvis and let the marble come to your index fingers. Just work with this for a moment, really making the movement small. Roll the marble to the thumbs, and then roll the marble to the index fingers. Good, really nice. And now imagine that the marble sits in the middle. And then that is your neutral pelvis that you want to keep during this practice. All right, so really nice. Bring the hands to the floor now, palms face down. And then remember that last bridge that we just did. And now as you inhale, lift up to bridge. Exhale, lower down. So it becomes a little bit faster. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. So for copyright reasons and all of that type of stuff, we don't have a beat to go with. But in this, we would start to put the music on now. You'd start getting with the beat. Up, down. Up, down. Up, seeing if you can start to engage your butt, engage your core a little bit quicker, right? You're good. Yes, everything is engaged. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's a really cool practice. Just if you do like music, right, you'll start to really be able to move to a beat. So really nice. So bring the lower back to the floor, Nick, and then knees to chest just for a moment here. If you would like to, once again, stretch out the back of your neck, bring your nose up to your knees. Good, and remember now, feet back to the floor, head to the floor. If you do a lot of yoga, right, remembering we don't want to bring the heels too close to the glutes. So now lift up into your Pilates bridge, right? So halfway up, no rib flare. Engage the glutes and really engage core. So now start to lift your right heel and then lift your left heel. Right heel lifts, lower it down. Keep the bridge. Left heel lifts, lower it down. Right heel lifts, lower it down. Left heel lifts, lower it down. Keep the bridge. Keep going. Right heel. Good. Left heel. Way to go with your breathing without me even saying anything. Nice work. Couple more. Left and then right. And then lower everything on down. Give yourself a breath. Do not draw the knees into the chest. So now lift both heels together. Make sure you tuck your chin, cervical spine straight. Lift the hips up. You got to lift those hips on up to set. Good. Really nice. And then inhale both heels up. Exhale both heels down. Inhale both heels up. Exhale both heels down. All right, so those of you that have done Kundalini classes with me, right, you can start to move into that powerful breath if you need it, right? As I start to feel the shaking and the weaknesses coming up, right, but I want to stay in a posture, I really start to rely on the breath, right? You may do this too. All right, both heels lower and just bring the lower back down to the floor. Good, draw your knees into your chest this time. Do you need to move around your neck space at all here? Now we're going to come into hip pulses, feet and head to the floor. Same exact setup, Pilates bridge. So as you get to this one, lift your hips up and then pulse, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse. And pulse and squeeze the glutes every single time you pulse. Pulse those hips up just an inch or two. If you want to add more at home, right, you're not feeling the burn, you want to go for that burn, then also come high on your toes, right? Keep the heel lift as well as your hip lift. Good. And then this tries to go up, down. Yes, good. Really nice. Up, up, up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Pulse, 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 and release. Lower back to the floor. Draw those knees on into your chest, or try some windshield wipers, right? Maybe you need to move the knees and the head from side to side. Right, so allowing yourself high reps, low intensity on the body, going for that burn, right? Almost burnout as we practice. All right, so now we're going to move into our first set of abs. So as we come into the abs, we're going to bring the knees over our hips. Shins are parallel-ish as much as you can to the sky. Lift the head up, basket your hands behind your head, interlace those fingers, elbows are nice and wide. So as you exhale, really draw all of the spine to the floor, and then bring the head, neck, and shoulders off the floor, nothing else, lower down. Exhale or inhale, lift the head up. Inhale or exhale, lower the head almost to the floor, but not quite. Keep the lumbar spine down, head lifts, lower to a hover. Yes, really nice. Do not lower the head to the floor. There's a hover at the end here. Keep going. You need to flex your feet. Maybe flex those feet, not point flex. Flex the feet, heels to, yes, good, really nice. Few more here. Good, keep on going, lumbar spine to the floor, really keep those hips nice and engaged. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your abs, and relax for set. So feet down, you need to release your arms. You only have a few seconds here, right? We don't want to let go of that burn too much. So for sake of time in the video, we normally do 8 rounds, but we're going to do 4. So this is just in a little abbreviated version. So second set of the Pilates crunch, bring your knees over your hips. Shins are parallel to the sky. Then hands come behind your head. Good, really nice. Remember, there's a hover, not a full lower to the floor. Inhale or exhale, lift up. Inhale or exhale, lower down. Stay with your breath. Engage your core. Keep your lower back to the floor. Squeeze your butt as you, yes, really nice. Yes, but not enough to lift the lower back off the floor, just so you know that it's engaged. A little bit more, good, really nice. Keep going here and then release down to your mat. Feet to the floor, head to the floor. Right, 100% possibilities 100% of the time, right? So allowing yourself to keep that forward momentum as you practice. Let's set and go. Knees over your hips, shins parallel to the sky, hands behind your head. Inhale or exhale, Pilates crunch up, and then inhale or exhale, hover head to floor. Good, really nice. Keep the back to the floor. Really nice with the flex in the feet. Beautiful, 90 degrees with the legs. Keep the lumbar spine on the mat. So engage the core, engage the butt. Engage the core, yes, and now, right, really engage that pelvic floor. Stabilize the lower back a little bit more, and then change. Lower down, feet to floor, head to floor. You got one more round, all right? So just think to yourself, I've got this. Nothing better. Nothing else to do, and just our 4th and final set. All right, so let's set and go. Knees over your hips, shins parallel to the sky, flexing the feet, hands behind your head. Inhale or exhale, lift on up. Inhale or exhale, lower on down. Make sure there's that inch hover between you and the floor. So for women, it's the Kegel muscle, right? For men, pelvic floor. Now I'm going to ask you to engage that pelvic floor as well as the glutes and the abs. Really keep it going. You've got this. You've got this. A little bit more. Hold and then release. Do what you need to do just for a couple moments here. Windshield wiper, knees to chest. Moving your neck space. Good, really nice. And then we're going to go into a side forearm plank. So as we move to a side forearm plank, we're going to have the right side down and the left side up. So your right arm is going to be on the bottom. Your head will be at the top of your mat space here. And feet can either stack one on top of the other, or you can have that front foot in front of the left foot in front of the right. So your arms rise up right over the shoulder. If you need to, you can always put that bottom knee knee down. So here it's all about the stack of the hips, stack of the shoulders, right? And we're always thinking, allow yourself to engage the butt, belly in, good, really nice. That just stacked your shoulders, beautiful alignment. Keep that arm directly over that shoulder, good. Fingertips reaching towards the sky. Every single time the hips want to go down, you want to, yes, really, really nice. Remember, we're going for that shake and we're going for that burn. So allowing yourself to be here, and let's keep going. You've got this. You're almost halfway there. So where do you need to just put in a little bit more power? Yes, good adjustment through the hips there. That is so nice. Keep going. Keep lifting just a little bit more. You've got this. All right, you've got a little bit more time. Mind over matter. Nice with the legs there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on your belly. So now we're going to come into Superman. The legs can be together or 6 inches apart. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Then give yourself a nice exhale and lift everything off your mat space. Toes to point towards the front. And those fists really engage towards those heels. Really nice. So now if your shoulders are okay, your elbows are okay, your palms come together. Palms come together all the way to the wrist. That strengthens, right? Try not to let the hands touch the butt. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs. Really nice. Allowing yourself to draw the shoulders down the back. Legs a little bit stronger, knees a little bit straighter, and then change. Now we come to regular forearm plank. You can always drop your knees down. You can interlace your fingers here or bring your arms to L shape. Don't hike the butt, right? Don't hike the butt. Anytime you feel like you need a little bit of a break, you can draw those knees down. If not, pow, yes, there's the shaking, right? So you want to come to this shaking for that post-exercise burn, right? Where you actually keep burning calories once this whole entire class is done. Remembering this is level 1 Inferno hot Pilates. Really nice. 3, 2, 1, and then change. Come down onto your belly. So now we come to Superman again. So allowing yourself to set up, really nice, and then begin. And go ahead and release down. Once again, this is a little bit shorter than we normally would. Back to our forearm plank. You can always do this on your knees, no problem at all. So setting up your second of 3 forearm planks. We're doing 4 of the Superman. Yes, you've got this. Really nice. I love that. Good. Way to really engage your pelvic floor, glutes, abs, up and in. Super, super, super. Go to that point of shaking, right? Remember, there's a point to this. It allows you to keep, yes, good. Really, 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 really nice. 3, 2, 1. And then change down onto your belly. Give yourself a breath. All right, Superman, 3 of 4. Interlace your hands behind you, legs together, 6 inches apart, and then we lift. Good, balancing on your navel center. Knees get straighter and stronger. Engage your butt, engage your pelvic floor, engage your abs. Roll the shoulders down the back, right? Really engage through those elbows. Perfect. Palms together all the way to your wrist. You've got this. Can you lift legs a little bit higher? Upper body a little bit higher. Everything together, and then change. Deep inhale and exhale out. And then let's go to our third and final forearm plank. So set it up. Remember, you can always be on your knees. I know I've said it 3 times, but sometimes we have amnesia and need a reminder. So if you're really feeling it, on your knees. If not, straight legs, right? So knees or toes is what it's called. You've got this, right? Maybe allow yourself to get your shoulders over your elbows. Just bring them forward 1 more inch here. Good. Give yourself a little bit more space. A little bit more space. Abs, glutes, pelvic floor, legs strong. Make sure you're looking forward nice with the neck. Good. Not forward, but down towards the floor. Sorry there. And then change. All right, so last and final Superman, and then we'll do forearm plank left side down. So exhale, interlace fingers, lift to your back bend. Good, right? Don't be sloppy. Legs straighter, legs stronger. You've got this. Really nice. Lift, 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 lift. This a little short, and then change. Good. All right, next inhale, face the door. So forearm plank, left arm on the bottom, right side on top. You can have both legs up, or you can drop that left knee down. If you want more hip stability, please place the right foot in front of the left. Yes, I often do arm forward, right? So much in my yoga classes. This one, see if you can keep the arm, just like Bikram yoga, over that right shoulder. The hips are stacked and the shoulders are stacked, right? Yes, way to engage those legs together. Feet strong on the mat, eyes focusing forward on one point. If you have any neck tension, always, right? Look down. If not, look to the side or maybe even up towards your right fingertips. You're only halfway there, right? So if you need to, you breathe a little bit more. Thinking about nothing needs to be fixed. You just small adjust, right? Small adjustments. If you need, squeeze the butt a little bit more, squeeze the abs up and in just a little bit more. Way to get rid of that rib flare, just like that. So you have a little bit more time here. Embrace the shaking. Embrace the shaking. A little bit more, and then change. Nice work. So here in a normal class, just take a rest there, Nick, for a moment. We would come to a second set of abs. But now we're just going to do a little bit of work to get more into the cardio and upper body. All right, so now let's go ahead and come to the front of our mat space. And as we come to the front of our mat space, let's just take a moment here, right? A lot of work breathing through our lungs, finding that Tadasana state. All right, so now the movement is going to be different things through squat. So think about feet hips width apart, sit down into your chair pose. And then stand up straight. And then sit down into your chair pose, unbend your knees, flat mat. Squat into chair pose, lift up to stand. Squat into chair pose, come to a flat back. Squat into chair pose, lift up to stand. Squat into chair pose, come to flat back, and then keep going. Good, right? Body weight only. Nice and beautiful repetition here. Gorgeous. Way to lift, way to sit, way to extend, way to sit, way to lift. Good. One more. Let's keep it on going here. Stand up, arms down by your sides, and find that Tadasana. So barely any recovery, right? We want to keep on going. Abbreviated 4 sets. Sitting into your chair pose, pressing up to stand, sit to chair, extend legs and arms to flat back. Good. Try not to get too sloppy in the squat, allowing yourself to really feel the burn. Try to keep those toes on the floor. And then exhale, arms come down by your sides. We're actually going to switch the 2 last sets of cardio. All right, so your right arm is going to come up. Inhale. Exhale, arm to the floor, step back, right, and then lift up. Right arm to the floor. See if you can actually, step back to that squat and then lift up. And right side lifts up, or left or right arm comes down. All right, so left arm lifts its way up. First, allow yourself to squat. Left hand on the floor, step back left, step forward left, lift and stand. Keep going. 2 more. You've got this. Yes, way to really perfect my form there. Nice. And exhale, left arm comes down. Beautiful. So now coming down onto the floor, once again abbreviated, we've only got about 4 minutes left. So tricep push-ups. So you can be on your knees or on your toes, and then pulse and lift, and pulse and lift, and pulse and lift, and pulse and lift, and out, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Last one. And child's pose or belly on the floor. You've got this. Good. Now please set up plank for your mountain climbers. These can be always front load, so these can be super fast or nice and slow. Go ahead and start when you're ready. Butt down, butt down, butt down. Move from plank, not downward facing dog. Butt down. Good. Front load, shoulders over your hips. Legs are nice and light. Keep this going, a little bit more, a little bit more. Do you want to go faster? Do you need to slow it down? 5, 4, 3, 2, belly or child's pose, rest. All right, so you want to make sure we get in a minute of Shavasana, so we're just going to do one more set of tricep push-ups, one more set of mountain climbers, and then we are going to be on our back. So let's set and go. Bring yourself to tricep push-ups on your knees or on your toes. You got 20 seconds here. Make sure your butt is down. Good, now you can be even a little bit wider. Go. Really nice. Yes. Straight form. You've got this. Engage your butt, engage your core even here, right? Going through this training, it's like good glutes, right? Really exercise the glutes so you don't overtax your core and your quads. Really nice here. 7, 6, 5, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, and belly or child's pose. Good, really nice. So remembering that epic, right? Post-exercise or excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Your body is going to keep burning after this practice. So now setting up the last mountain climbers from plank, allowing yourself to be on your toes. And then crisscross applesauce, right to left to right, right to left to right. And go with mountain climbers, fast or slow, right? Good, really nice. Butt, core, abs. You got this. A little bit longer, right? We all get tired. These are intense practices. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And and then release. Take yourself to child's pose around your belly for a moment. You're almost there, right? You've gotten through this so far. And allow yourself to let it go. Perfect. Draw onto your back. Last 30 seconds here. Normally, we allow everybody to move around for a moment, right? But this nice abbreviated version. Let's just lie down. All right. So you want to take a nice 1, 2, 3 minute rest after practice. Thank you so much for joining us here today at Mandala, Montana for Inferno Hot Pilates.